What's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome to another video, and today where we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends series, Deadpool and Wolverine Blade figure from obviously the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, which was released a couple of years ago. Quite a fun movie. Pretty cool, seen it a few times, and now I've got this figure, tempted to watch it again. So yeah, I think this is now the second wave that they've released. They previously released the first wave that included like Wolverine, Blade. Oh, sorry, no, this first series didn't have Blade. It had Wolverine, Deadpool. I know if it's just those two, a couple of others, but yeah, a few others. Now this is wave two. There's another version, well, two more versions of Wolverine. There's Cowboy, Paul, another version of Deadpool. I think there's another version of Deadpool that's not shown here. That's like a deluxe version, has more accessories, more expensive. Then we have another couple of other characters from the movie, and then obviously Blade, pretty good. I noticed we haven't had Gambit yet from the film. Don't know if we're going to get one or what's happening there, but you'd think they'd do that because they've done Blade. But yeah, I don't know whether it's going to be coming or what's going to be happening there. But yeah, pretty good to have Blade. I really like Blade. I collect Blade stuff. Huge fan of Blade, especially Wesley Snipes. Got a few Blade figures. I think I'm only missing one Blade from the films now. So yeah, pretty cool to have Blade. Really cool. So we've got the box there. Pretty simple. Got a picture of Blade there. And there we have Blade there. And then obviously the other characters in the series that we just mentioned. And it says brief there. I'm not going to read all that. But it says there. So yeah. And here's the figure. Blade, Wesley Snipes, man himself. Legend that is Blade. And yeah, so there's the head sculpt that's on the figure. Maybe not probably at his best. I mean, I know he is older now than he was when he was in his prime, which obviously can't be helped. Maybe not the best head sculpt there's ever been, but you can certainly tell his Blade there. And what I do like about the fact is that it is Wesley Snipes, and I love. I do like Wesley Snipes. Also like Wesley Snipes, legendary action star of like sort of the 90s. And yeah, always like Wesley Snipes. Pretty much all his films, to be honest. Excellent in a lot of his films. And excellent in this. And I really do like the fact that I've captured a lot of his appearance in this head sculpt. As I said, maybe not the best head sculpt that there's ever been, but you know, it's good that it is Wesley Snipes. And I do like the fact that they've put the white the white sections in his hair and in his beard, especially his goatee. Those white sections there to just indicate that obviously he has, over time, you know, his character Blade has obviously got older, and it's indicating, you know, the age there, which I quite like. And again, I don't like the hair. I know it's obviously then as it, and they was trying to maybe make it sort of kind of different to it was in the to previous Blade films where he's sort of been had a different hairstyle. It's been sort of maybe shorter, and they've sort of changed the hairstyle. As I said, I do like the white sections, the white section in it, but I sort of don't like the hairstyle. It just doesn't, to me, it doesn't really suit him. But you know, again, they're always going for something different. But yeah, pretty cool. As I said, definitely capturing a lot of Wesley's distinctive features there. Side of the head view and the back. Yeah, and with that hair, you can't see his trademark. It's covering up his tattoo that he had on the original blade, as you see it there on another figure. He had, he's got that distinctive tattoo, hasn't he, on the in the other movies, and then the other blade figure with the, I'm not sure if you can see that, but yeah, he's got the tattoo on the back of his head, but on this covered over. I don't know if he had that removed or if it's just literally covered over with hair, but you can't see it anyway, so you don't know what's happened really. I don't know if it's maybe just there. I could sort of, when I looked at this before, I sort of noticed the sort of, I don't know if he's had the tattoos taken away or what's going on with that there. It sort of seems like it's all sort of, I don't know if it's just an attempted removal or what's going on with that situation there. Sort of, yeah, it's sort of like it's the tattoos was there and it sort of looks like a removal job, an attempted removal job. But I don't know, yeah. Bit strange. But yeah, because you can't see his original tattoo that he had in, Blade 1 and 2, and I think the third film. You can't see if he's still got that because he's got a lot of hair that's covering over it. But it looks like some sort of attempt. Because I know when in real life, people have tattoos and they sort of have them removed, and you can still see where they've had it removed, where the tattoo once was. So I don't know if, yeah, seems to be like he's almost got the tattoo and sort of there was an attempt to have it removed, and there's sort of that you can see that there, but I don't know if that's right or not anyway. But yeah, I do like the previous ones from the earlier films where you can actually see the tattoo. But anyway, yeah, there's that, and now we've got the body and the attire he has on there. The distinctive blade, sort of like a long sleeve sweatshirt or vest or whatever you want to call it, a long sleeve shirt, and then over that is the distinctive blade vest. Now you previously had a couple of different versions with the older movies. This is pretty much what it looks like in the first film, where it had that. Again, this is on the another figure, so it's kind of like that. And then the second one was like that style. And the third one I don't have because there isn't a figure from that movie. So then there's this one from obviously Deadpool Wolverine, where they sort of kind of similar to the maybe the first one, or yeah, a bit similar to that. But then there's kind of different style with the straps there, and then there's sort of those red sections there, and then the belt with the red going on there. So I kind of quite like that. It looks quite cool and stylish. Fit in that it's red, that it's in a Deadpool movie, because obviously Deadpool's red. Fit in that it's red. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I really do like that vest that he's got going on with the red sections there. It looks pretty nice. And then we've got the arms. Not much going on there. There's a bit of detail there going in. There's some another bit of a red section there. I don't know if it's sort of like a padded thing there to sort of protect his some sort of like extra padding to protect his lower arms maybe from sort of like fighting, just a bit of protection maybe, padding. But yeah, looks pretty good. We've got the back section with the vest going round, and then there's another bit of a red section there, and then there's a sheath for his short-handed blade, and then a bit more detail going on around there. Then we've got the legs, sort of long trousers. Then we've got a section there where the actual small gun, modified machine gun or whatever you want to call it, actually attaches to the side of his leg. Legs there. Not much detail going on there, but again, I don't think there is much detail, not on the previous ones either. And then just like sort of black stylish boots. You got some sort of serial number on there. Yes, kind of basic boots, but yeah, it's very cool. I do like the attire on the figure. Very, very good. Now on to the articulation, and it's pretty good. So we've got the head moving side to side, which is pretty decent. Does move up and down as well, so that's pretty good. And it moves quite freely with ease. It's a nice. It's not loose. It's not too hard. It's just about right, really, just where you want it. And again, the arms go up like that, which is pretty good. Arms go up and down. I think we've got some articulation on that joint there. Well, it's not very loose. It's a bit tight there, but it does move. You've got swivel in the hands, go around. Give them a nice action, obviously, when he's wielding sort of like his bladed type weapons. I think it's pretty much on the other side. So yeah, pretty good articulation there. No sort of articulation there, but there's a bit of swivel there, bit of movement there. Not that you're gonna ever do that really, but there's a bit of movement there in the body. I think, is there a swivel there? There might be a bit of a swivel action, yeah, so not too bad there. Has legs. So obviously Blade does a lot of kicks, doesn't he? So you want to obviously get him into some sort of kicking poses, because he does obviously a lot of martial arts and karate type stuff. Wesley Snipes does in pretty much most of his movies. So yeah, they can get, I think, not further than that. So you can get a bit of height on there. I'm guessing the same for the other one. There's not, you can't get his legs apart like you can with the arms going upwards, because I think there's a restriction on the crotch area, but it's not too bad. There is a joint on the knee. Again, it's a bit tight there, but there is a joint on the knee. Foot is, there's a bit of movement there, but not much. And there's a bit of a swivel, I believe. So yeah, it's a bit tight on the legs. Definitely better the articulation on the upper section rather than the bottom section. It's a bit restricted and a bit tight there, but there's certainly a lot of movement on the arms. You can get in all sorts of poses, wielding the weapons around, and get him in sorts of really good poses and stuff. So yeah, the articulation's pretty good on the top. Bottom half, bit restriction, bit tight, but certainly top half is pretty good. Now on to the accessories. There's not much. You don't really get a lot with these Marvel Legends figures, to be honest. I mean, you just get a couple of hands, an extra head, and well, one or two weapons. Not much. You're certainly actually paying more really for the figure than sort of anything else. Rather, sometimes you pay for the figure and you're getting accessories. So it feels like you're paying for the figure and the accessories. Well, this used to mainly paying for the figures. You just get a couple of extra things. Oh yeah, I got it on eBay, by the way, for £27, which is a pretty good price. Usually I pay slightly more than what the retail is, because a lot of sellers on eBay sell them for more than what the price is. But on this occasion, I got it for 27.20. I think it's 27, £28. So it's literally, I think it's retail for 25. These figures. So I only paid £3 extra, £2 or £3 extra than what I usually pay. So that was a pretty good deal. And yeah, so the accessories. Now I don't really count accessories as heads and the hands, but they say they're accessories. But to me, they're not. I can only count like sort of accessories like weapons, maybe glasses, and yeah, just different things. Just not really heads and hands, but yeah. one of the other things is another head sculpt, and this one is we were making a different facial expression. I think it's kind of capturing Wesley Snipes when he's sort of showing his teeth and he sort of has that sort of slanty mouth. I don't know if it's a bit over exaggerating, but it's sort of capturing that. I do think Blade looks better when he's got his mouth closed. To be honest, this to me doesn't look great. It's got with him showing his mouth like that. I don't think it's at his best, or I think his mouth's too slanted, to be honest, showing his teeth like that. I'm not sure. I know Spade has shown his teeth in films, but I don't know if it's as bad as that. This looks quite bad. I mean, I certainly wouldn't use this head sculpt to pose Blade. I would use the one that's come with him. To me, this doesn't look that great. But I could see what they were doing there, trying to do that. But I think his mouth is way too slanted. I think even when he shows his teeth, it was sort of not slanted. That seems to be going up one side, which just looks way funny. But yeah, there you go. There's the other head sculpt. And you get only two other extra hands. And again, sometimes some hold certain weapons and some don't. And in this case of just swapping them over to hold the specific weapons. I usually find which hands hold the weapons and then just keep them in. I don't really swap. I'm not really one for swapping hands and heads around, to be honest. I usually pick which one and then display them with that. I don't usually mess around swapping stuff about. I just pick the ones I need and then just put the others in the spare box. But you get a couple of extra hands anyway. And then you get two pairs of shades. I don't know why they gave two pairs of shades. I've got two pairs of shades, but I don't know where the other one is. Might be lost, but I don't know. But you do get two pairs of shades. There's one of them. The other one is exactly the same. I don't know. Maybe they just thought. I mean, I have at the moment currently don't know where the other one is. So maybe they just thought maybe someone would lose them, or I don't know. Yeah, because maybe you thought two pairs, one damaged and one undamaged. But yes, two pairs exactly the same. What I was going to do is actually use one pair and one for the other blade figure that I've got. It's slightly too big for him, but I was going to use it anyway. But yeah, get two pairs of shades. Pretty good. You get a modified, I think it's a modified Mac 10, but I'm not 100% sure. It's kind of sort of a varied version of the original Mac 10 or Mac machine gun, whatever you want to call it, from sort of like the Blade 1 and 2, and this is sort of like a different version. Again, they've just tried to be different to what they have in the other Blade movies, which is understandable, but I don't think it's the best. Well, I do prefer the original ones, but again, there's that version they did. Like that. And then, for some strange reason, they decided to give Blade a short-ended blade weapon rather than his long-handed katana sword, that he usually has in the other Blade movies. But for some reason, they decided to they just really wanted to make him completely different to the other films. I think, yeah, all right, I can understand that, but I think they've gone too different. I think he's still, even if they'd made the attire a different colour, they should have still made him have a long katana sword. Because, I just don't think the short-handed blade looks right. To be honest, don't think, they could do much damage against vampires with that, to be honest. Maybe if he had like two, he's wielding around, would work. I think he only had one in the movie, but yeah, I don't know, strange. But that's the accessories. Now, I did notice there's a Hot Toys or some other version that has, for some reason they added this, even though you don't see it, he hasn't got this in Deadpool and Wolverine movie, but for some reason they added it with the Hot Toys figure. What I did was, I just added that to Blade, some sort of weapon upgrade. It's sort of like you could just add that to it if you wanted to. As I said, he doesn't use that in the film, but they just gave it to him to add that. And also, he uses a rocket launcher that's from the Punisher that they say in Deadpool and Wolverine. And he uses that only once to fire during a scene in the movie. But it's from Punisher. Um, and funnily enough, I actually got this from because I think it's with their figure. I got this actually came with a Punisher figure that I bought, um, which was the wrong weapon because the Punisher didn't use this in the movie. But it came with this, and then because I saw that Hot Toys had added this with their figure, I thought, yeah, I'm going to add this with my figure to make it just sort of look better and just improve it. Yes, I mean, they could have. I mean, the Cartolana sword he doesn't use in the movie, but the Hot Toys added that anyway, and I thought it was good to add that. But I guess they could have added this because he does use it, only use it once in the movie. I guess the Marvel just could have added that, just something extra. But yeah, again, I just thought of adding a few things just to make it better. But yeah, it's a pretty good figure. I quite like it. As I said, I'm pretty glad to get this. I really did want this version, and I knew that I wanted to get it when it came out, and put it with the rest of the Blade figures. Very good. Weapons do go in his hands. And again, it doesn't come with a jacket, so I was thinking of actually adding the jacket. Now, this is from WCW Sting figure, black jacket, because I didn't have an original action figure Blade jacket. So when I used to have the original one on display, I used that Sting wrestling jacket for that figure. Then I took it off, and I was actually thinking, because although Blade from Deadpool Wolverine doesn't have a jacket, I was thinking of just like the other things, adding the jacket as well to sort of, yeah, just to make the figure better and just improve it. Or just mess around with it and swap it over and just stuff. But yeah. So guys, it's a pretty good figure. I really like it. I think that's going to be it for this. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, bye for now. See you soon. Thanks for watching.